Hey everyone, welcome back to Invasion. So we'll be picking back up from where we left off. I'll go over a brief description there, where the crew is in a little bit of a sticky situation after what's called a cascade of explosions. But we'll cover that after we do the recap. Before we jump into it, though, do want to give a shout out to a new adventure that the Dungeon Jedi Masters put out this morning, actually. So it's a free adventure. So I'm gonna put a link in the chat somewhere. But it's completely free. You don't need to be part of our Patreon to pick it up. But we made the Outbreak adventure. It's one that we designed with Cakeman89. He's one of our Dungeon Jedi Master patrons, and he wanted a good adventure to deal with one of my favorite creatures from Star Wars. I'm not going to spoil what creature that is, but go check it out. It's on our Patreon. It's free, so check it out even if you're not a member and bring it to your table. It's a fun one. I'm probably going to run it sometime in the future. I've got a couple of games on my list before it, but it's definitely one I was pretty excited about after we put it together. So check that out. And then speaking of the Patreon, hopefully with time permitting, we're going to wrap up the second adventure in the Invasion series. So fingers crossed we get through it all today. But that session will be going through. And so if you've been following along with that side, or if you're interested after seeing us play and want to bring it back to your crew, you can kind of take a look at these live adventures and then take a look at what we've written in there and bring it all together and make some tweaks or changes compared to how you liked it after seeing it go up in person. So check that out. And then sometime the first week in June, we'll have Invasion Session 3 up, and then we'll kind of start Adventure 3, I should say, and we'll start bringing in our players into that one too. So keep an eye out there. But to going through too, one of the things I want to give a little bit of a recap of what happened in Invasion last time. So the crew is on Saijo. It has been helping the colony world just try to help the colony world survive the Yuzon Vong invasion. They met with Captain Vet after stopping an incursion by the Yuzon Vong forces and found that the Republic Scout Force sent by the general had been stranded on the planet for weeks and had been doing the best they could to help the Republic citizens survive the waves and waves of Yuzon Vong attacks. Speaking with the captain, you found that the Vong, for some reason, haven't pushed in force to wipe out the small colony or the refugee forces. They've just continued to kind of maneuver, push in and pull back out, push in and pull back out, with some of the group theorizing that they were either testing or trying to take in slaves of the Yuzon Vong. So with that, you guys tried your best to help the community in different ways. And while you're getting a little bit of a rest in from the battle, some of you helped repair the fence. Others put out mines and explosives around the perimeter. Others even tried to help treat the wounded or uplift spirits with a speech that unfortunately scared a little bit more than it uplifted. But you got to gotta go through and help a little bit as you went through. After that, though, you found that the Republic did have a cruiser on the planet that could be repaired and potentially kind of fixed up enough to be able to get the crew or the refugees into space and make sure that they can get out of the path of the Yuzon Vong. You guys actually made your way to that ship and helped fix it up a little bit to fixing up one of the core areas of the hyperdrive that the crew of pit droids were not able to repair. And you were able to successfully sneak your way there, but had a little bit of a rough go on your way back. But as you guys made your way back there, you went and began your mission to take out the 3 anti-air guns surrounding the city to allow both your ship and the Republic cruiser to lift off. While doing that, you guys came across your first anti-air gun and saw a crew of Chazrax guarding it. And with the crew, you guys were able to uh, kind of map them out and saw those guys and decided to go full force in. And 8 explosions later, you guys decimated the Yuzon Volk forces there. And Dash put on a kind of the explosive device and was able to tweak it so it can't be tampered with or it'll explode automatically. After that, you guys saw a pair of Yuzon Vong Coral Skipper single man fighters making their way towards the camp or making their way towards your position with the anti air gun. And you guys are successfully able to get out of the way and hide. That's where we're going to pick up now. So you guys are kind of hiding out in a group of just desecrated buildings, ruins of former buildings of Saijo. You do have line of sight on the anti-air gun. You see those 2 ships kind of hovering, one hovering kind of around the air gun, the other making a patrol as it loops through. What's the crew doing immediately? Are you guys watching, or what's the crew thinking?
Should totally detonate that thing when they get close, right?
That would probably be our best bet.
Just out of character, where did we put that again? We hit it, right?
So I think it wasn't hidden, but it was on the exterior of the anti-air gun. And Dash did a really good roll. I forgot what he got, but he made it pretty much that somebody without technical proficiency is not going to be able to take that down. And you've seen the Vong don't really have that technical proficiency. So if they touch it, pretty much it goes boom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Never mind. Dash worked his magic on that. We don't need to touch it.
Well, here's
we gonna watch, or should we just make our way to the next one and just assume everything's hunky-dory here?
I'm sure we're going to hear an explosion at some point or another. They're going to notice it. They're going to do what they do, which is hit it with a rock or something, and that'll be the end of
that. These rocks, man. Are they from our galaxy? I have a sneaking suspicion that the rocks are something else entirely.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were importing these things.
What if, and I have 0 scientific training or expertise, so bear that in mind. What if the rocks were another life form that they've somehow subjugated? It would explain so much here.
With that, see if he's going to hand off the rock he has to Talus. Just like the rock that just missed it, that one Chazrak just handed off to him. As that's being said, like in the background, like, if it's the case, find it out.
Well, I know I'm hung up on these rocks, but I swear I've probably been hit by them a couple too many times, and it makes me wonder. That's all. Just throwing it out there.
Talus has already checked the rocks, and the conclusion was that they're just rocks. So, but the pressing concern right now is we need to get out of here. So,
fair point. Where to?
I would be looking for the nearest cover. That would be in the direction of the next tower.
Yeah, that would probably be best.
Looking around, do we know where the AA guns are supposed to be on the planet? Like, we have coordinates, and we can check those against like known like buildings and structures or whatever.
Yeah, so you can definitely make an investigation check or investigation or survival to kind of because you guys have the coordinates of the AA guns, and you can kind of overlay that with the map the captain gave you to see if you can map it out.
Investigation or survival?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I've got a +1 to that and a +0 to the other one, so that's.
You've got the map overlaid, but you see exactly where the anti-air guns are, but it's just kind of difficult in the field without kind of a good computer terminal to help run the search for you, to really kind of narrow down which buildings are still surviving, which ones have been completely leveled. You see kind of how the old map looked, but you're just having trouble deciphering what's still standing.
I'm not getting good enough light for these old eyes. Maybe somebody else can take a look at this.
I think you got to hold it like this.
Yeah, I had that backwards. Gotcha.
Yeah, so Vars, you're able to take the projector and tweak a few settings on it and get a better view from when the Nova Kana came down from the down and kind of scanned the area. You do see that one of the anti-air guns looks like it's in the kind of the ruins of the kind of like a large building. It looks like it may have been either a city hall or a large school, just a large complex. It's kind of looks like they've broken the roof out, taken down some of the exterior, but kept the walls, and they have the anti-aircraft gun in the center of that. That's the one that's kind of currently furthest from your position. There's another one that looks to be in the remains of what would probably be like the city's park.
Well, I think the best target would probably be the closest one. Anybody disagree?
No, that does make sense. It's probably the quickest way we can get there. Only trouble is, once they find our little gift on the other one, they're, well, probably presumptuous, but maybe they'll start checking the other ones just to see if something's up with them. So we have to take that in mind, at least if we're approaching. We got to be very careful, very cautious. Or they're going to see us before we come and be waiting with rocks.
On the bright side, thanks to Dash, we'll know when they find it.
Fair point. So, stealthily?
Yeah. I don't want to take on a ship, not from down here.
I know at least one of us probably does want to take on a ship, but I agree. Let's not take on a ship yet.
Yeah, I think Caesar's plan last time was
like
to jump on
scheming.
it.
Yeah, he's scheming.
Yeah, Vars is gonna be taken aback. Like, who's gonna want to take on a? Notice Caesar is what I imagine is kind of like a half grin, like looking wistfully up at the air. It's like, right, yeah, understood.
Now, normally, if it was just my life on the line, I'm down for a wild ride or two. But we got other people we gotta worry about. I might be a criminal, but there's a limit, and these things are crossing it.
Well,
I don't know what the hell this is, but nope.
Well, I mean, no real law here, but I get your meaning. Okay.
All right,
so you got this one.
So stealth checks.
Oh boy,
this is a group check. This is a group.
Oh god. So is Dash here but quiet?
We'll say Dash, after setting his pretty bomb, decided to make his way back to the colony and assist them with their preparations.
Okay.
Did he give us explosives before he left?
Oh, yeah, he gave you the other two explosives before he left.
No, he just took them.
It took him a while because he already named them, but he did eventually pass them over.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Stealth. Hey.
Yeah, I didn't do too good.
Except Lilette, I can't give the help action on this one, not proficient.
Oh, should I re-roll mine?
What? Like a
inspiration?
inspiration?
For a group check, you should be good.
I mean, depending on the DC, I've got a feeling.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're okay. I mean, if
Okay.
we're not,
Oh,
Gears.
Oh God.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Should I roll?
I mean, so it gets loud. It gets loud.
Roll with it.
Roll
just
with
take it as it is.
Let's just go. Let's do it.
All right. Let's do it.
Save the inspiration for the possible combat that comes later.
Go time. Yep.
Quick brain math says we have an average of 15.
Well, depends on if that's how the average is going to be calculated.
Perfect. Well, you guys make your way through the ruins of Saijo City, kind of maneuvering around broken buildings, parks have been set ablaze and making your way towards the anti-aircraft gun. You see one of the coral skippers kind of fly low, maneuvering through the area above you. But fortunately, it does fly past. It kind of seems like it stops for a moment, but it does not open its guns up on you. It doesn't seem to be calling in reinforcement. It kind of continues along its patrol path as you guys head out there. And eventually you are able to make your way to the city's probably central park area. You see what it looks to have been once a perfectly manicured kind of recreational area. You see the remains of playground equipment, the flowers and plants that have all looked like they've been burnt and trampled and just kind of wrecked as the invaders have set up their anti-aircraft gun. So you guys see that gun in the distance. You see the park area. How close, or what's the crew's plan? So you guys kind of see it all from a distance so far, a little bit of a ways away.
I love the image and the aesthetic of us having to sneak through what used to be a very populated and likely innocent part of this place.
Yeah, kind of. Well, I'm not gonna get too into it. Just reminds you of like Children of Men. That's the vibe I'm getting in my head. It's been a bit. Okay.
You're gonna belly crawl up to a vantage point and try to see more stealthily, or
I think
should we move up as a group?
I'd rather not be caught unawares by them. Now let's try to take it slow.
All right. Geart's gonna go extra low. Try to compensate.
Careful, the ground is where the rocks are.
It's all about balance. High enough above the rocks, but not so far that
I
you can throw
swear,
rocks down on you.
I'm going to make a big bad rock villain. Like it's gonna one of the arcade villains is going to be a big rock. So be prepared. Be prepared.
I'm ready.
It'll be our door / chair from Critical Role. It's just that's what it is. It's a rock. It's just a rock.
What's wrong?
And you'll have to
Is this
explain
the
it to
boulder?
people in the universe. Like, yeah, we fought a real big rock. Like, rock. Yeah, it killed like two of us. It killed.
Okay, sure. Okay, so we're gonna move
Perfect.
up.
Stealth checks.
Stealth
Is
checks.
everybody moving up?
I'm
Nice
gonna give
and low.
critical analysis over to Gert for that nice handy
Okay.
+4.
Let's
These are
hope
just
I
giving
don't
me
need it.
some encouragement.
Oh,
Look
you
at-
guys have worked.
look at
out.
us.
You guys.
I told
So
you the
you-
trick is to get close to the rocks, but don't touch them. It's that proximity. That's where the magic happens.
All the power comes
long
from
as
the
it-
rocks.
As long as it doesn't make contact, you're fine.
Who needs the force when you've got a good rock?
Yeah.
But you guys are able to stealthily make your way there without drawing any notice. You see a similar situation. This one seems to be a little bit less guarded than the one you came across earlier. You see 3 Chazroks kind of just rotating through, one stationed in the middle next to the anti-air gun. He seems to be more stationary. And then 2 just kind of slowly walking the perimeter with the same mindless glaze that the lizards have seen before. It seems to be a pretty steady interval if you guys want to see if you can map out that interval of kind of when they rotate and kind of where they move.
How many more explosives do we have?
You guys have, so Captain Vet gave you guys 2 kind of proton explosives to help take down the anti-air guns. I'm not sure how many regular other explosives you guys have though.
After after the last opening salvo we did on the last AA gun, I'm wagering not too much left. Because I remember we just went ham on that one group. I mean, I blew through a lot. I don't know about you all.
I'm just saying. It worked once. And that's probably what Caesar would suggest too. If it worked once.
Well, I mean, again, I don't know what you've got in your pack, but I'm out of explosives. At least
Yeah, I was kind of hoping Dash would have
Yeah.
done that. I don't like paying for those things. They're too
Yeah.
little pricey, and they're gone in. You get one throw. I mean,
In a flash, really.
literally sometimes. But I have an
So-
option. There's an alternative. If we can figure out where they path, and if we can somehow get that one that's stationary to move away, I can get close enough without the other two seeing or hearing me, or I hope smell, and just kind of tuck the device in and activate it and sneak away. I got skills. Broken into a few buildings that maybe no one knew about. Taken a couple things, or maybe I didn't. Who knows? But they've come in
It's worth a
handy.
try.
Could come in handy here.
Yeah.
And then we don't have to start
It's
a big
worth a
fight, and we don't draw the attention. And then when the gun goes boom, that's when the fun starts.
Okay.
And then if these things live, I'm assuming whatever the hell these things are going to get mad at them for letting it get blown up anyway. So they're not going to be looking for us. They'll be wondering how the hell this thing just blew up.
Well, is there any way we could rig something to make a distraction a ways away from them, like on a timer?
A timer, no. However,
Oh
I
wait,
do have other skills that could make some noises, interesting noises that they might go try to seek out. Problem is I'd have to get really close to them. And at that point, they might just see me. And the whole point of not being seen is to not be seen, so that really wouldn't help the plan.
yeah. And how many of them are there again?
Just 3.
Oh,
So 1 stationary and 2 patrolling.
I mean,
Does the two patrolling cross over the one? Can we overlap them at all?
So not both of them, but one does. So they have got the 2 patrolling are on separate intervals, but one of them do pass. So one at a time, they do pass the one in the middle.
What if I sneak in, I plant it, and if that guy, the one in the middle, sees me, or in any way seems like he's noticing something, that's when you all open fire.
that sounds beautiful.
And I mean, not to brag, but they're not going to see me. They might smell me, they might hear me, they might see my footprints in the dust, but they won't actually be able to see me.
All right.
I learned a few tricks from a few people on how to not be seen. So.
All right, so let
Worked.
me get this plan out in the open. You want to sneak in, plant the explosives on the anti-air creature, and sneak back, and then we move on to the next one.
Yeah.
But if you are seen, then we're going to open fire on the loner or whoever is in vicinity.
Oh yeah, rain holy hell fire down on him.
That sounds right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll try to play it quiet, and if it doesn't,
Sounds
we'll
good.
play it loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you guys, if they'll be focused on you, I'll be invisible, and I'll just kind of go to the next one without you if I need to. I mean, for the Republic, you gotta.
Let's do it.
Hold up a
Let's do it in
finger.
public. I'm gonna put temporary boost on you to assist with that. That'll be an extra 1d4 for
Yeah.
you.
I'll take it.
And I'm gonna wish you well.
Well,
Good luck.
coming from a Mandalorian, I'll take it. Yeah, thank you.
Caesar's gonna hold up a finger real fast. And he's gonna say, on the off chance, remind me, sir, do you have that one ability to make things silent in an area?
Taking noise away?
Do what now?
Yes. I thought rumors of some Jedi being able to do something like that.
Let me actually check my powers. Do you know what that's called? I don't think I actually have that.
I don't know what it's called.
Okay. Well, they've added so many new powers. It could be a power, and I just don't realize that I have it.
I'm certain it's a power.
Yeah.
Basically, what he's doing is,
probably is.
out
I
on a
have it,
limb,
yeah.
if this could be done easier, if you had that power, it could have been done easier, but otherwise, he'd wish you good luck, and you still got that, my brain's blanking on what it's called, the...
Critical analysis?
Yes, critical
And
analysis.
Temp boost?
As an aside,
I'm also going to give you. I just had to check to make sure it could affect ability checks, but I'm also going to give you a potent aptitude, which gives you an additional 1d4 to use with an ability check. So you have temp boost 1d4, potent aptitude 1d4.
Well, I can only
analysis.
use one of those two at a time, right, Tegan?
No, you can use them all at a time.
You can use potent and the one that Caesar gave me?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that would stop them.
Oh, okay. I thought there was something about where you couldn't have like the same bonuses.
Oh no, you couldn't have like two people doing temp boost on here. But since they're different abilities, it's the stack.
Gotcha. See, I don't know.
Sweet.
Yeah,
So
I'll take it.
You got a pretty stacked stealth roll coming. Oh, and you're going invisible too, right?
Yeah.
All
Here,
right.
I'll throw that up.
Just
so we have it.
don't nat one. And even if you do, you might be able to boost it up enough.
Perfect.
He will just fade.
You all see Geert fade.
You also have advantage since you're invisible, right?
That's right. That's a roll, stealth roll with advantage.
Stealth roll with advantage.
And then with a D4 from your temp boost.
Okay. Stealth D4. Yeah, that wouldn't look too great. Although 17. And then what were the other one? Oh, temp boost. And then wasn't there something else that gave a flat bonus?
So you've got 1d4 from the potent aptitude they could add in. And if you want to use your critical analysis, which would be Caesar's wisdom, I forgot what his wisdom is.
Yep,
plus 4
it's a 4.
Yeah.
Oh, like a flat 4? Okay.
You could choose the critical analysis, though, if you want to use it or not.
Okay. When does the potent aptitude wear away? I don't know what the...
I think a minute.
I think it's 10 minutes.
Is it 10 minutes? Okay.
10 minutes? Okay. And then
I'm checking
critical analysis is...
That's until he picks a new target, I think.
Oh, until he picks a new target. Okay. I'll do the was it the D4 from potent? I'll add that. Oh God. I'll add them both in just to make sure it's over 20.
Perfect. Well, as you you're adding the critical analysis into?
Yeah, I might as well. I mean,
okay.
Might as well make this go off without a hitch.
Sweet. With some technical assistance from Talus and Caesar's advice on how to sneak up on an enemy, you're able to easily, especially combined with your own force powers, weaving the force around you to completely reduce, kind of eliminate you from sight. You're easily able to sneak up to the anti-air gun. You see the Shazroks patrolling around you. They seem completely oblivious to your presence. No sight, no sound. Your expert stealth skills evades it all. You're able to make your way towards the anti-air gun and arrive without any difficulties.
All right, when I get there, does it look? Do I see kind of where do I know where Dash put it the last time, and do I see something similar?
Yeah, you kind of put it on the exterior of the gun.
Okay.
So you could definitely you find loads of exterior space to put it in there.
Okay. So we'll try to find like a little nook where it's not going to be so easily seen by them. But I'm also not hiding it too much, but just kind of an out of sight, out of mind. If they don't happen to see it, they won't notice it's there. But if they go looking, they're probably going to find it.
Perfect. Make a perception or survival check.
Oh, my greatest
Oh, I forgot you're not great with wisdom.
I'm not great with any of this stuff, no. But fortunately, I am. Oh God!
So you put it on the Chazrak, right? That's what we're
Yeah.
on his back.
Oh.
You are so focused on being stealthy that you just got to do a quick look at the anti-air gun. Probably your attention may be more focused on the Chazrax or keeping yourself hidden, and you just kind of look through and you see what looks to be like a little alcove in it, but from a different perspective, it's very visible. But from your perspective, it looks like a good spot to put it.
Yeah, good enough. Kick some sand over it a little bit. Just gonna slowly walk away. Good enough. And then, how tough would this thing be to? I guess what's the easiest way to back towards them, the group?
Definitely. So you kind of are in the between the patrol cycle. I imagine you probably went away from the one that was stationary. So you can
Yeah.
kind of just time out that patrol cycle. And if you'd like to make another perception or survival check, which are your two worst, you can kind of see where that patrol cycle is, and it may give you a little bit of an edge as you try to stealth away from them.
Oh man, what if I just risk it? Just
Just lead right through.
actually, I guess that would be an alternative, because it doesn't break if I take an action. It's only if I cast or attack. Would it be possible to dash really quickly to maybe give myself an edge when I know there's a gap or I know the gap might be closing?
So dashing quickly would make more noise.
Okay. So play that by ear then. So yeah, we'll try to see and keep those Kamasi eyes peeled for. Oh no. Looks like a good enough gap. I'll do it.
You're looking through, but yeah, you're very focused on being stealthy. All right, roll me a stealth check on a regular.
Oh, a regular one. Okay.
Oh, you're still invisible. Yeah, roll with advantage still, actually.
Can we see him or like where we think he is? Let's see.
Anybody
Right?
with a passive perception above or 16 or above definitely can notice. Can't see him, but may notice some dust moving. Hear a little bit of noise.
Yeah, Caesar would kind of point out to the group, just the general vicinity where maybe not too close to the rocks, not too far above.
You see one
fairly
Chazrak
accurate for where I'm at. Yeah.
kind of look up and sniff, like a deep sniff into the air. But you see him kind of look back and presume his patrol. And luckily, you are able to just make it away.
So then, do I see the group at this point?
Oh yeah, you probably know where you left them. Yeah.
All right, I want to sneak around to the back. I want to.
Go ahead.
I want to just kind of go right up next to them and just stand there and just go, all right, let's go to the next one.
So you're saying you're sneaking up on a debatably... Wait, has Alice taken any drugs lately?
I'm sorry?
In my mind, I was about to say a Mandalorian, a war crimes officer, and a hopped-up doctor. You're about to sneak up on him.
I'd say he hasn't taken drugs lately, but that's probably worse. That's probably worse.
Yeah, that's probably.
All right, make a stealth check, still with advantage, Gear. And with so it'll be passive perceptions, but I am going to give because what Caesar, what was your perception? What's your passive perception? Because you were able to see it,
16.
right?
Yeah,
16?
23.
All right. I was going to give you a +4 bonus, but yeah, he kills that. So yeah, you're able to sneak up on them. Caesar, you lose sight of them, and then here, what'd you say again?
I'll come up to him like, it's me. Let's get going.
What?
I'm pretty sure at the first like sound of something that he didn't expect. Vars is just drawing his pistol, like whirling around, like head dashing back and forth before he realizes, oh yeah, that's right, we can't see this guy. So quick, and then good job.
Kind
Come on,
of
I had
sense from
to. I had to
Caesar
do
there.
that. I had to try. I know we're in mortal danger, but come on, that's a little levity.
No,
Won't kill you.
I-
Let's get going.
it almost killed me. It almost
almost
killed
killed
you.
Perfect.
How far are we to the next one?
It is an hour away at regular pace.
All right. So this will wear off by then.
If you guys wanted
So
to,
we're planting them on 3?
yep, 3 of them.
I see.
All right.
We didn't detonate them, right? We set them to go off by remote.
Yep. So you set them to
Or-
go off by remote, and then the first
Okay.
one if it's tampered with.
Okay.
And speaking of that, as you guys make your way from the second anti-aircraft gun, you hear actually you feel the rumble before you hear the sound. You feel the ground shake. You see a bright flash of light, and then you hear a loud boom echo through the ruins of Saijo City, and you can probably safely assume anti-aircraft gun 1 has gone up in flames.
That's when Caesar would suggest to kick this into high gear. Just silent hand movements of just speed is key. They know we're here.
Yep. All right. So
Double
I
time.
guess double time.
Sweet. So do you guys want to? So I'll give you guys the option. So if you guys want to really, really double time it, you can make an athletics check. See if you guys can cut down some of the time at the potential cost of maybe an exhaustion if you fail.
Oh. I'm willing for it.
I think this is one of those times where I want to use up that proficiency rule.
What does one exhaustion level give you?
I don't think an exhaustion is going to be worth it, especially the risk of what could potentially happen towards the end of this.
Exhaustion
What
mode
is
just
first
skill
of all,
check.
exhaustion is disadvantage on everything.
Just ability checks.
Only skill checks. Yeah, ability checks, sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, that's going to matter at the end of this.
Question of whether or not you think you can keep hauling it.
How far away are we from the third one?
Just a little bit, about an hour away. Now, if you double timed it, you can cut that down by kind of sprinting through the wreckage to about 30 minutes.
Oh, that's good. That is good time. It's good pace.
And I'd still be invisible and can take care of that other one. No problem.
That actually is
Up to
true.
you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't keep it up for very long.
I am gonna do that.
Are we doing it?
Yeah. But Varge is gonna remember all that training he did, all that years and years of being drilled and drilled. Though they are long behind him, his muscles have kept the memory. His lungs know what it's like to be pushed. It's like riding a bike, except not really. It's running, but you get the gist. So yeah, I'm going to use that proficiency variant rule to give myself proficiency on that. I haven't done it yet. It's 1-to-1 with skills, or is it 2-to-1?
2-to-1 with skills.
All right. You know what? Athletics done. It's a shame I didn't have it already anyway. Okay.
All right, everybody, give me an athletics check. The DC is 14.
Oh, come on. 11 or higher.
Yes!
No.
Oh.
I think my proficiency was well spent.
Oh,
Definitely.
that
was a good spin. That was-
How many group inspirations do we have?
I think you guys have 3. Let me check.
Would I be able to re-roll for this one?
Yeah,
Just this one.
if the group agrees, you're
Everyone good with that?
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
this one.
you're the one who's going to be in there setting this up, so it's probably best if you got the.
There we go. All right. Taking that one. That was the right one, right? Yeah, athletics. Okay.
Yep, athletics. So you guys haul through the ruins of the city, kind of maneuvering towards the other base. As you guys are kind of maneuvering through, you see kind of the beginnings of more and more coral skippers and craft entering the airspace. Fortunately, you're able to move quickly, and you don't see too many proceeding towards where the other anti-aircraft gun are, but you do see the sky kind of alive with ships and a flurry of activity. Fortunately, it doesn't seem like they have spotted you, but you are able to make your way towards the enclosure that it contains that last anti-air gun. So you guys see in this enclosure too, just kind of the ruins of it. Looks like kind of that large building. You see, most of the walls are still hanging strong, but the roof has been kind of just clearly demolished off of it, and you see the anti-air gun kind of protruding up from the roof, and you don't see anybody patrolling the outside. It seems to be deserted on the outside, but you know the anti-air gun is within.
Now, here's a question. How high is the wall on that building?
Not too high, just 15 feet.
15 feet.
Wait, I think Caesar can actually jump up to that. Plus twice his strength. Nope, never mind.
It's like concrete.
Yeah, kind of concrete, like Duraplast.
Okay. Well, lucky me that I picked up a wrist-mounted grappling hook. So that Vars isn't really seeing anything in the general vicinity of the outside, right?
Yeah, the outside looks to be clear.
Okay. I will. Vars is going to go ahead and take aim at the top and try to get himself up there.
Perfect. Give me a stealth check as you go.
Okay. Let's see how loud that thing clangs. Hey.
Perfect. Using some of that expert Mando skill, you're able to quietly get that wrist launcher up, hooked into the concrete, and pulling yourself up. And when you get over, you do see a scene in front of you. You do see what looks to be two Chazraks, as well as a Yuzon Vong warrior patrolling the kind of the outskirts of the anti-aircraft gun. But the thing that draws your eye, and it's a familiar sight from your time on Vela, you see what looks to be a large beetle with a kind of armored protrusions and spikes spread throughout it, and a large cannon strapped to its back. And you see it standing in front of the anti-aircraft gun.
How hard would it be to pull, like to release the cabling from the grappling hook and get these people up there with me?
Oh, yeah. So you just want to kind of like take the grappling hook out and have them climb up?
Exactly. Just kind of like.
Oh, yeah, that's easy to do. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I mean, unless somebody wants to go in, Vars is gonna like.
We still have our stealth, not a Jedi, right?
You do?
You do. Although, how long has transpired between when I activated the power and now? About 45?
About 35 minutes, yeah.
Okay, 35? Okay. Yes, you do. He'll save from a hidden.
All right. I'm like, where are you? Here? Okay.
I'll shuffle my foot in the dirt so you can see on the ground.
All right.
Where I am.
I'll give you temp boost and another potent aptitude.
Unfortunately, I cannot give you critical analysis again until a rest. So Caesar just gives some words of encouragement.
So we have a 15-foot wall that we've got to scale. Is that it? And then we're inside the lip, and
That's
then we
right.
can. Okay.
Did we ever pick up comlinks? Because if we didn't, we should probably pick up.
Thought we
I
said
thought you guys did that
I thought we
right
did,
before
but I
this
wasn't.
mission.
I wasn't
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
We did. Okay. Vars is going to relay everything that, including the big beetle, like a cannon. I don't even know. Like, can you be a little more in depth about the cannon? Because considering they're so anti-tech, I'm imagining a medieval cannon strapped to a giant beetle.
Oh, and I explained that poorly. Yeah, so from Vars's perspective, it probably with some military training, it would resemble a cannon, but attached to the top of this kind of just spiny beetle, you see what looks to be kind of almost like a molten rock-like protrusion, similar to what you've seen in the coral skippers. You see it kind of flexing in, like as the beetle breathes, it kind of flexes in and flexes out, and you probably guess it could shoot some type of projectile.
Is it just for me to better understand? Is it kind of like a scorpion with like the tip cut off, and that thing's kind of breathing, like the tip of a scorpion's tail? Does that make sound right?
I think so. Yeah, so kind of like yeah, so kind of like a little bit of I don't have a good picture of it, but yeah, it's like a kind of a rocky exterior, but it does seem to be kind of grafted to the flesh of the beetle, and it seems to be in time. It seems to be part of its biology, I'll say.
Okay, well, Vars is gonna relay the giant, creepy-looking beetle thing with like a molten cannon on its back. It's hard to see from here. I'm not quite sure, but it looks meaner than the one that we fought on Vela.
Well, that's new.
Yeah.
And Tegan, do we have to get up on top of this wall to be able to go inside of this structure, or?
There are entrances if you guys want to go that way.
Okay.
Yeah, just the idea of checking so many corners was not agreeable to Vars. Just lots of places for Chazrak to hide.
I think for now I'm going to stay ground level because I don't really want to. I don't like heights.
That's fair.
Hey Vars,
Yeah,
can you see the AA gun up there very well?
I can get a pretty good look at it.
Has it got a roof over it?
No, it's it's kind of the best analogy I can think of is kind of like a flower coming out over the top of the. Does that sound right, Tegan? Like what I'm describing?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, kind of like coming up and above. It's like the building is kind of like a rim around it, if that makes sense.
So it's like an open air building, like a stadium kind of thing.
Or it looks like they've broken the roof off. Yeah.
Okay, so there's no way to actually jump down onto it from above.
Not from above, yeah, because it's above the roof. Yeah. You could try to get closer.
Trying to find an egress, but this might be a little more difficult than anticipated. We weren't expecting these guys here.
Nope, certainly not.
Does it look like I can actually sneak up on them? Or is that going to be difficult?
You might be able to, but the other Chazrak at the other AA gun, if they noticed you, I think we could have taken them on no problem. This, I don't know if that would go so smoothly.
Okay.
Because, again, just to refresh my memory, it's 2 Chazraks, a Vong Warrior, and Beetle Cannon.
That's right. And you also do see kind of near the beetle cannon, huddled near, kind of nestled next to it. It looks to be 2 humans with the kind of implants in their cheek.
Oh, great. And they're already starting with the droid, the organic droid slave thing there, too.
They are?
Yeah.
Do you recognize them?
Do I? Anything I could tell about their clothing that might have give away their profession or relation to the goings on of the planet?
Definitely. So taking a look at them, they kind of have, you see ratty, kind of just tattered clothing. One of them looks to have what kind of looks to be the remains of kind of a mechanic's uniform, overalls, and things like that. But the clothing's worn down, dirt cakes it. The other seems to have kind of more auspicious robes, or it used to be auspicious, but just similar, worn down, caked with dirt, blood, and just completely kind of lost any sheen they once had.
All right. Well, Vars will relay that one of them looks like they used to be very rich, and the other one looks like they used to fix things. But no idea. Both human?
Both human.
Okay. Both human.
So how do we propose we get in here and do this then?
From Vars's slightly advantageous, vantage point, can you kind of surmise a way that would be a good approach to get that thing planted there quietly?
Definitely. Give me a perception check.
Perception. Okay, not my worst, but today it is.
Yeah, you see between the beetle, which seems to be kind of right nestled next to the air gun, and the Chazrax patrolling around, and the Vong warrior. This one definitely seems quite a difficult one to sneak up towards.
Yeah. Vars will relay over the comlink. I don't think you're going to have such an easy time sneaking up on this gun.
Okay. Well, how far away are you from the gun?
That is a great question. I was about to try to surmise that myself. How far away is the gun?
Definitely. So you're about 200 feet away from the gun so far.
Okay.
Can you find a way for me to get within 50 feet of it, and I can just chuck the damn thing at it, and we'll be out of here?
Okay.
I have, as Corsair, I have a thing that lets me add wisdom or charisma to grenade throwing. So as long as the explosive counts as a grenade, I could throw it 50 feet.
Yeah, if you guys trigger to explode on contact, you could throw it.
It's an option.
This isn't a small explosion, right? This is something to take out an AA gun, right?
Yeah.
Might not be a good idea for that right there.
I mean, I can get away from it pretty quickly.
I mean, most of us will, at least.
You guys won't even be anywhere near. What the hell do you care?
All right. Well, again, since this is theater of the mind,
Although I do appreciate you thinking about my livelihood.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I think stealth is the best option.
Stealthy, as stealthy as we can be until we can't. So, again, just to get a better understanding of the lands Var's looking it over, does he see a spot that might work for what Geert has in mind?
You do see kind of in front of the beetle cannon. There is about 12 that be from the cannon. About 40 feet from the cannon. There is a kind of a good spot that Geert could run up and throw the detonating device towards the anti-air gun if you'd like.
Okay. Vars is going to relay as much to Geert and also add in. I mean, I'll get as close as I can without tipping our hand. That way, you're not alone in there in case things go badly.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna need a quick exit. I got a few tricks up my sleeve, especially if they see me. But it's just nice having someone watching your back for once, in a while.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Of course.
This is the last time I get to talk to you. I just want you to know I appreciate it.
That's thoughtful, I guess.
You're welcome. I don't have those kinds of thoughts too often.
Real quick, before he goes in on this suicide, amazing mission that's going to be successful.
This big brain move.
Can I spray his general location with invigorating mix to give him some temporary HP as well?
Does invigorating mix need to see? Does it have anything like that in its written form?
Looking at it,
is touched, but I don't know about invigorating mix.
Not that I can tell. This is all it says right there.
Perfect. Yeah, feel free to do so.
Fantastic. I go, hey, stay still a second.
Okay.
And you have 11 temp HP.
You just jab me with a needle. I'd known that's what I was standing still for. Damn it. God. You gotta warn a guy next time. Jeez. Not like I'm sneaking up on you invisible. Yeah. Like, actually, I feel better. Thank you.
All right. So just confirm. So the plan is Geert's going in invisible. Vars is staying close, or kind of on his perch closer by. And you're going. Are you going in to run in and throw the grenade or the bomb at the anti-aircraft gun, or what's your plan?
So I guess that was my next question. From what he found for where we could throw this, would we know intuitively how we have to get there? Like, do I have to climb up with him and follow his path, or do I go from another entrance and get in there? Is that the easier way?
So yeah, you could definitely climb up from his path and get there. You do see an entrance around there. Just to clarify though, too, when you throw it, you are going to become visible.
Yep.
Okay.
It's an attack. Yep. That's why I'm trying to see like how is this working, because I do not want to figure this out when I'm running away. Yeah. So I guess I would, using Vars's vantage point and then our general knowledge of it, I would try to find the stealthiest way to get to that point, knowing that the moment I throw it, that's when I'm going to be running and bolting. But I want to do everything in my power to be as quiet as possible getting up to that moment, so that they don't stop me or have an opportunity to notice me as much.
All right. Unfortunately, Vars isn't able to give you too much lay of the land, as kind of he didn't have the best lookout on that side, but he does kind of see some areas where you could kind of you could either come up from his spot and kind of slink your way down and try to maneuver from post to post, or you could try to come around the other entrance and take it straight on.
Well, I'm not very good at this, but I'm gonna have to stretch my limbs anyway. He'll try to climb up from Fars's point. There was a rope there, right? Was something
There's a
fastened?
rope.
Yes.
All right.
He'll climb
Make a
up
stealth check with advantage for this part.
Okay. So what do they see? Just like this rope is just bulging out at random spots.
It's kind of randomly swaying and taut, randomly swaying and taut. Fortunately, you are able to get up there without drawing any attention, and you kind of share Vars' vantage point.
Vars just felt like sudden weight on the rope and said, "Oh, okay, I guess he's going first."
I'm not that fat. Like, all right, which way?
There's no best way, not that I can see, at least.
What's the least terrible way?
What do you? I don't know. I can't make heads or tails.
Let me rephrase this. Which way doesn't have rocks? It's the easiest way to narrow this down.
We're
kidding.
Remains.
Where's the Vong? Where's the Vong? Where's that guy?
So he's gonna. So Vars, having kind of kept an eye on things, is gonna point in the general direction, say over there. And Vars is also going to suggest, I don't know. I mean, it's your hide on the line. Can you see a better way?
That'd be awesome if it had a roof. I could just jump down on top of it and break my fall, and done that a few times. But no, I think this is run in there, scream bloody murder, throw that thing, and get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Who's got the
You guys done yet? What are we doing?
What is the plan? Throw it in there, and then do we know the actual safety radius of these explosives? Would Dash have told us that?
So you guys,
300 feet.
Yeah, 300 feet.
They're not that big, so it is a 20-foot radius.
Okay. So we'll be all right.
All right.
We'll be all right.
We'll be all right.
Yeah. Let's make believe. Anything's possible.
Okay. Give me a stealth check with advantage as you make your way in for a.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wanna burn the.
He's You got temp boost and potent aptitude.
Temp
So,
boost. Okay, temp boost is. Are they both D4s?
temp boost can only be applied to ability checks. Potent aptitude can be used on ability checks and saving throws. Just
Okay.
FYI.
I think this is an inspiration moment, right here.
Well, there's So it's a D4. Sorry.
Yes,
what I'm
for the
adding?
temp boost.
Okay, and that's the one that can be used on either or.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, temp boost can only be used on
But I
ability
think,
checks.
see,
Potent
I think you made a
aptitude for
temp
both.
boost. Did you use another potent aptitude on him?
He used another.
Yeah, I used my last potent aptitude
Okay.
for him.
Okay. So I have a D4 and what's the other one that I
A
can add?
D4.
So 2 D4s.
D4.
Okay. Should I just add both of them, you think? Or is
Up
this
to you, man.
is this a moment where I use another inspiration?
I mean, I like that it has advantage. So I'm not sure. Is it rerolling one dice or rerolling the check?
Rerolling the check.
Okay, so that's 2 chances for a nice, happy, big, happy, fun die, right?
Caesar,
That's-
what do you think?
Use the inspiration, please.
Okay. I gotta make sure we do this ride or die together.
The D4s are the.
God's name!
Slightly
All right.
better.
Wow.
Be
What
better.
are the
Oh, there we go. Oh, thank God.
Okay.
I used both of them. Sorry. I had to.
The chances on that.
Oh God.
Sweet.
To be fair,
It's
it was
so awful.
better. It was better.
It was better. It's
It
one
was.
point
The
higher,
check was
so it made
19.
it possible for a 20, and then he got the 20.
Oh, this game sometimes. I swear to God.
Tegan's got this look on his face. Was 20 enough?
Oh, 20 was enough. Yeah, you were able to successfully sneak your way into the facility. You see the thrall herder in front of you. You see the Vong warrior to the left, the Chazroks to both the left and the right, and you see in front of you and just a little bit behind the Chazrok or the thrall herder, the anti-aircraft gun. You throwing?
So I'm at that 50-foot point. Is that what we're?
Yep. So you are 50 feet away, kind of putting you within. Will that be 30 feet of the thrall herder?
Okay. So going in there, we'd be taking the lay of the land the best that he knows how, and Geert's looking for a way to get out after he throws it. What's like, is there a wall I can climb to like a next level?
Yeah, there's definitely so within this area, about 60 feet to the right, there is another wall kind of leading away from the crew and up and out back into the city of Saijo. Going to the left, about 100 feet or 200 feet away is where you left Vars. And that's another wall you can kind of climb over, or you can kind of run back out the way you came. To watch you throw this, though, we will be going into initiative.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to. I'm just trying to get the visuals so that I understand. So to my left is Vars. To my right is another wall.
Mhm.
How high up is that wall?
15 feet as well.
15 feet. Okay. So with dash and 30 feet, that can potentially get me out of here. We hope.
It's 60 feet away, the closest wall.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yep.
That's the one with.
How far away?
Go ahead.
How far away is the Nova Kana from us right now?
Oh, that's probably about 20 minutes away.
Okay.
Like for the Novacana flying there, or are you guys going to the Novacana?
Just where it's parked at.
Oh no, that's
That's
hours
what I was
away.
wondering.
So it's about 20-minute flight away. It's about a couple hours away for walking.
Oh. Sad face.
You had a plan, I see. Okay, so the wall to the right is the 60-footer.
That's 60
200 feet away, Vars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would say that Vars would probably try to get closer than 200 feet away, considering he said he'd watch his back as best as he could.
Oh, you did say that. All right.
Yeah.
Roll stealth check for Vars, and how close do you want to get?
100 feet, at least to have that distance.
All right.
All right, stealth. All right.
Perfect. Vars, you are also able to make your way in and just evade notice.
Ooh, just evade notice. All right, consider me unclenched. Oh boy.
All
Ooh.
right.
Like, hold position.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be coming to you. Don't worry. So with that, Geert's just gonna take a moment and think back on like the last 5-10 years of his life, and just everywhere it could have gone right, everywhere it could have gone wrong, and just being thankful he's alive for now. And just kind of going, all right, here goes nothing. And then he's gonna hit that button, chuck it, and immediately bolt towards Vars. Double time it.
All right. You chuck that. Just out of nowhere, it appears. Looks to be a floating explosive device. You see it just hurtling through the air. It just detonating behind the Chazrak thrall herder, and you see a large flash fill the air. You see the anti-aircraft gun crumple and implode upon itself. It's debris kind of falling through, and we're gonna make these guys make a dexterity saving throw. The two next to the thrall herder, see if they get hit by any debris from the anti-aircraft gun. One definitely will. The other will as well.
Oof.
So the thrall herder. Roll me 4d12. Solid.
That's some
I don't
good
even know
numbers.
what is it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's some good numbers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the explosion ripple off, and pieces of the anti-aircraft gun begin falling and just crashing around. You see one piece fall on the guy with the mechanic's clothing, just smashing him. You see a gout of flame arc down and consume the guy in the aristocratic clothing, and you see the fire roil around the thrall herder. And for a moment, it looks like it may have been consumed as well. But it emerges from the fire, battered, bloody, burn marks scorched across it, but still alive. All right, Geert, throw yourself down on the map and roll initiative. And Bars roll initiative as well. And Bars, just throw yourself someplace too, so we can calculate the initiative, but we know you're 100 feet off the map.
Okay. And here I go.
Where's 50 feet away?
Oh, right over here.
Like here?
Yep.
Oh, right here? Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, that was so close.
Said you were close to the thrall.
I didn't know I was that. Oh my god, that was really close.
Yeah. So obviously the explosion catches Vars off guard.
Initiative.
All right.
Oh,
but somehow
great one.
Not as off guard as Geert.
I was way closer than I thought I was.
All right. And the rest of the crew, throw yourself somewhere on the map, but you guys are about 250 feet away. So you are quite a bit away as well. Roll initiative 2. Are you guys coming closer after you hear that explosion go off, or are you hanging back?
Which would be the thing is, it's going to take us a good chunk to get there, right?
It's you guys are 250 feet away, so that's I don't know how much movement speed or additional things you can do to move quickly, but yeah, it'll take you a little bit to get close.
That's
As soon as
2,
the
3
explosion
rounds.
goes off,
Sorry.
as soon as the explosion goes off, Talus is gonna call up on comms, be like, "Get out of there, let's go."
All right.
Is everybody okay?
Mop. Mop. Mop.
You just try to turn it on and just hear a giant explosion.
Caesar will be
live
trying to
streaming
meet
it.
them halfway.
All right, those C's are on there, and add them to the initiative. All right. So you guys, explosion goes off. Talus and Caesar, I'm assuming you guys are dashing. So you're 250 feet away. How close can you two get in a round?
60 feet at a time.
60 feet.
Perfect. So that puts you guys 190 feet away, but you are within the facility now. You can see this unfolding as you're kind of dashing towards your comrades that have just undertaken a pretty courageous or crazy endeavor. Fortunately, a lot of the guys rolled really bad, but the thrall herder is up. Gear
Going to eat me.
It's not going to eat you, but it is going to. It's going to do two things.
It's going to eat me.
You see the cannon spin and track towards you, and it just kind of this eerie orange glow feels it. You see the beetle's body tense up and just splurt out a blast of plasma towards you. All right, make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. Okay. Oh, I don't have advantage on these.
All right. So you see the Kamasi come out of invisibility, the explosion go off, the thrall herder shoot his plasma cannon at the Kamasi, and now you see the Kamasi is covered in flames as that blast goes off. All right. It's also going to make a strength saving throw.
I do?
You do,
Okay.
yeah.
Strength saving throw. Oh, that's a straight up. Ugh.
Oof, all right.
We're not losing Gert here.
You feel the thing locking onto you. You see its muscles flexing, and you get pulled closer towards it. And as you enter the field, you feel a little heavier outside of even it pulling on you. You just feel a little heavier, a little slower as you get pulled within. All right.
Oh, some sort of weird gravity thing.
Vars, you are up. Only 100 feet away, too.
All right. Well, it's dashing time. Thankfully, Vars is pretty quick. He's got, thanks to his armor, 35 movement speed.
Nice.
And he's going to use all of that to dash his way towards it. So he's going to get 70 feet closer. Where does that, would that put him visually on the map or?
Yeah, 70 feet closer. Yeah, so that puts you visually on the map. You'd probably be coming from this angle from the left. But yeah, you'd be on the map. So you kind of coming from anywhere on the left side. So you can come in from the top or the bottom, or if you want to be right next to the guy, you can be right next to the guy.
Well, Vars is going to remember something that Geert said about that saber that he carries around, and that's that when you light it up, it makes you a target. Right now, Geert looks very small and very on fire. So Vars is going to try to make himself a target. Out comes the crimson blade, and he goes off running, ready to face Mean dude right there. Whenever he gets a chance to.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be comforting or not, but you do hear a familiar snap hiss and see Vars jump onto the scene. And as Vars, you bring out that crimson blade, you see the Yuzon Vong soldier unfurl his staff, does a couple kind of test twirls, and kind of just gutturally barks at you, like, Jati. And you see him just slash out twice with his staff. And he is god awful. Yeah, Vars, you are just juking and dodging, using the blade to intercept as he tries to make two quick slashes, and both of them come up short.
Vars is just going to look back at him and say, "Yeah, cheat yourself."
You see fury on his face as he sees his attacks are for naught. All right, Geert, you are up. You are also, unfortunately,
On
restrained.
fire.
And on fire.
Oh, he's restrained?
Yes.
Okay, so is it the gravity that's...
So it looks like it's locked on. There's three things going on for you right now. You're on fire, and you guys are able to see the auras, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. You're on fire. You've been brought closer into the thrall's proximity. That yellow area is difficult terrain. Also, it has you dove in basal tractor beam. It's restraining you.
Okay, but restrained doesn't mean I can't take the action to like put my fire out, right?
Oh no, yeah, you could use the action to put your fire out. You can still cast a ranged attack, anything like that.
Okay, so he's just gonna struggle. He's just a little more and use this action to just kind of like as best as he can. Oh, I just bought these clothes. And sorry, that was how much damage that I was supposed to take?
Oh yes, 1d6. I almost forgot to roll that.
Damage beforehand. I forgot what that was.
Oh, the damage beforehand. So that was 2 from the flames, and then 21 from the cannon. No, sorry, 15 from the cannon. It was a 21 to hit, 15 damage
total?
from the cannon. 17 total.
Okay, so that means with the 11 temporary hit points, my HP, I'm at 19. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, there we go. So knowing that I'm pretty stuck, let me see where 30 feet is. Yeah, that's good. Is that 30 feet? Yeah, so, where was that? Sorry. Right there. Geert is going to attempt to, I don't know if it'll work, use that deep well of force power he's got. And to just burst out of it.
Wasn't sure if you had it. That's definitely a good time to bust that out. Yeah, that does work. You feel
I don't know if it will work or not.
kind of pulling on you, and I'll let you describe how it looks as you teleport out, but you are able to break its grasp.
So I imagine he's just kind of bound like this, and he learned as a youngling how to use the force in different ways, and he's never had a big pronounced effect with it, but he's learned to use it in smaller ways that are more subtle and actually help him, in a he's less of a unifying force type and more of a living force, more concentrated on the here and now and what's going to help him now rather than sitting there meditating and studying all day. But he's used that to use the force in a unique way and get between him and whatever this gravity effect is long enough to just kind of not stop it, but disrupt it enough that he takes himself out of it and can use the force to sprint very quickly out of its grasp. And then I still get movement, right?
Yeah, you still get movement because you broke the restraint. Yeah.
And he is going 30 feet this way. I don't know where that is.
We'll put a 1-5 up there because you went 15 feet, right? Oh, I don't have my good markers on here.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, from where you just moved from. That was like 15 feet towards
let's see. I was here, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, 20 feet.
We're like what over here off the site. That's where they are coming from, right? Talus and them. That's where they were coming from. Was the left?
I think they wanted to be ground level, so they'd be coming straight up.
Oh, okay.
Or at least Talus wanted to be ground level, I'll say.
Yeah, I'm running over where Vars is for safety.
And I just realized I never put my good tokens on him. I've got tokens that have numbers on them, but I never changed this one. I have to do that sometime. All right, so you are 10 feet off the map.
And that was a third. Okay, I had to pay for that and that. Guess knowing that everything's going to hell around him, he's gonna bust out the double blade, the vibro weapon.
All right.
There's one enough lightsaber in this fight. And that will be all he does.
All right. The Chazrax are up. You see them come with their mindless posturing. One just chugs his way over there using his aggressive momentum to make his way towards Vars. The other steps in between the pair and the Vong warrior and raises his Kufi blade up. It slashes out twice. You see the Chazrax kind of both darting in and out to help each other kind of with the blade attacks. Given that pack tactics. So first attack, second attack. So you see them slash in, or see the one slash in twice, just connecting with that Mandalorian armor for 18 damage total. Oh, and so you're probably going to mention this. I don't know if you're on mute, but you've got snapshot for that one other one.
I ran up with my with the saber in hand, trying to get their attention. It seems like it worked.
Yeah, it did. I forgot about that.
I forgot how crafty Geert was, and I'm like, oh, maybe he didn't need me.
Geert just taking off in the distance. All right.
See ya. Thanks.
Oh.
Nah, he wouldn't do that.
Talus, you're up. So you guys are 190 feet away. You do see Geert has managed to free himself, but Vars does look to be in a sticky situation now.
I'm just gonna action dash for another 60.
Yeah, same with Caesar. He still wants to meet these guys halfway, just in case anyone gets hurt.
Perfect. So you guys can definitely angle and kind of dash towards where the crew is going. So that puts you 130 feet away after the round. All right. The Thrall Herder is up. It's bloodied. It's weak, but it is still continuing its assault. It may be out of range.
Oh, lucky day.
Yeah, so it has disadvantage on this. So you see...
I love that it's still trying.
You see it kind of cannon track towards you, Vars, and unleash a torrent of plasma. And I just realized I typoed the plasma cannon, the cannabin. And it will miss. So you see a gout of plasma-like fire just pass by you, sends your armor a little bit, but you are perfectly okay.
Oh boy.
And it's got one more thing it can do. All right, Vars, strength saving throw.
All right. Oh, that's a big number. Alrighty. Let's see.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It looked like I was going to hit that 5 for a minute. But
Yeah.
Vars, this is your day. You're a Mando. You're in a battle. You're in your prime. You feel it reach out, trying to tug you against your will. But you fought Sith before. I know that's from your backstory. So you fought Sith. You know how to an invisible force tugging against you. You know how to dodge or deal with that. And you're good to go. You break its grasp, and you're still arrayed with the Chazrak and Vong ahead of you.
All right.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, seeing as the idea here is to get going, Vars is going to go ahead and try to hit the Yuzhang Von Warrior and try to get him to back off, man. Let's see. Did I just not add? No, there it is. Yeah. I kind of want to re-roll that. I'm tempted.
You guys do have an inspiration.
Yeah, I know. Everybody okay with me trying this? I'm just trying not to get hit as hard when I run away.
Go for it.
I'm fine with it.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Are you counting your net ones? How many are you at today?
I think 3.
All right.
Well,
there's a chance. 5 more.
So Vars is gonna try to make that swing, and he thinks he's got it right. He's gonna go ahead and come in for it, and he kind of flicks it off. He's really not used to this whole lightsaber thing, but it sure is flashy. Uh-oh. You know what? He's just gonna make a run for it. He's not stupid.
All right.
You want to go ahead and try to run off the map.
Sweet. So you'll be able to go 35 feet off the map.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is going to be a little nasty. Because you don't have mobile, do you?
Mobile? No.
Okay.
But I want it.
They are
Someone was stealth.
He'll miss.
He'll miss.
Opportunity attack.
No,
Chazrax unfortunately have advantage due to pack tactics. First one. Second one. Ooh, crit and a miss, right? You're over at 15, right?
Yep. Crit and a miss.
Crit and a miss. All right. I can't remember. Are we maxing first die or second die?
I thought you said max the first one, and then you add whatever's.
Yeah.
All right. 6, 9.
Oh, don't forget about
damage.
the dismemberment.
Oh, yeah, dismemberment too.
Oh, yeah.
Roll 2d20 with advantage. Bars.
I'm sorry.
That one, so you should be able to beat this.
The butcher in every
go.
sense of the word. Don't forget about the meat we haven't cut up yet today. I love it.
Well, thankfully, not this round. Yay. All right.
Feel it cutting into you, but fortunately you are able to break away and get 30 feet off the map. And we are going to switch it up a little bit. I got to remember the rules for this. But everybody is out of range, so we're going to do a chase scene. So let me pull up the rules real quick. It's been a while since I've ran a chase.
Wait,
As you guys are.
That work.
What's the total damage on that, by the way?
What was that? 13.
13. Okay.
Where is that at? Because I like the. This is something I picked up from the real DMG, the chase rules for 5e. It's been a long time since I've actually used in rules as written, so we're gonna give that a go since you guys are trying to take off and kind of get your way out of there. This guy is going to. Actually, no, we'll go through the rest of the initiative and then roll into the chase off initiative 20 on that one. So he's not going to chase after you, but he is going to throw a razor bug at you, Vars.
One last thing before I did want to pull a second wind.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I'm worried I might need it. Yeah. All right. Cool.
All right. Make a dexterity saving throw, Vars.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. Oof. You take 15 kinetic damage, and until you are healed, you will take 1d8 kinetic damage at the start of your turn. You kind of see him reach into his pocket and just whip out this bug that kind of spins through the air and cuts through your armor, and you feel a trail of blood kind of falling through. Geert, you are up. Anything you can do before we go into the chase on initiative?
Okay, so I'm about 10 feet off the screen. So I'm within. So let's say I'm. Oh, yeah, it should be the same regardless. Okay, so that's still within 30 feet, and Vars isn't there. So as a bonus action, let me make sure this is. Yeah, it lasts for a minute. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Phase Strike on myself. So it increases my walking speed by 30 feet until the end of this turn if I attack. And Geert is going to look at the double blade and look at the Vong and the Chazrak and realize, like, come on, I'm not. I know it. I know what they need. And he's going to aim his wrist blaster at them with the missile already loaded in and fire at that central Chazrak to try to take all three of them in the burst that comes after.
Perfect.
And so he should get advantage on that because that's a weapon attack roll, right? I did read
You
that
get an
correct?
advantage on that. You get to add an extra D8 to the weapon attack.
Boom. Okay, so let's do that at advantage.
Yeah, and Dash is checking into the stream for moral support, but he kind of mentioned that it doesn't look like you guys are doing too great right now.
Ow! Wait till you see these guys. What we got in store for them?
Advantage on this. So
Okay.
4 for the first one, he will fail. 1 for the second one, he will fail. And then the Vong Warrior. He will succeed.
So he succeeds. So this, I gotta figure out how the hell I did this. This is the D6, right? Yes. Okay, so it's the D6 kinetic damage. That's that first one. That second set is the D10. Yeah, okay. So the Vong will take, half of that 4, and the others will take all the rest of that. And then the middle guy is going to take the D8.
Perfect.
Oh.
Hey, it's a little more.
A whimper. I need a dash to calibrate this thing. But more importantly, it increases my speed by 30 until the end of the turn. I'm going to run 60 feet that way.
Perfect. So you guys see Geert 60 feet that way. You were 10 feet off the map. So you were just 120 feet from the edge of the wall and of freedom. We're gonna go into and these guys, they are. I have to make these guys move. They don't have a ranged option. They are going to get in range with you, Vars. So they are going to each make some attacks against you because you were just 30 feet away from them, right?
35.
35. They got aggressive. Unfortunately, they will be able to catch up with you on
closing
that.
the distance.
Yeah. So they are nipping at you, kind of slashing with their blades. First one's 2 strikes. Second one's 2 strikes. Oh shit! All 4 will hit. So you see they're working in perfect concert, just lashing out with their Kofi blades from all angles. This is going to look a little messy. How is Vars looking?
That is, he's down.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
All right. So you see one of them. Oh, and actually, I keep forgetting to do the wounds thing. Make a Constitution saving throw as you go down too. I think you are good because Burger, it's a DC 10 for the first one, right?
I can't remember. It's either DC 10 or DC 15. It might be DC 10. Let me check.
Yep, starts off with a DC 10, but your next one, if you go down again, will be a DC 15. I can't remember if it starts with a 10 or a 12. Sweet. So you guys see the Chazrak just kind of cutting left, cutting right. You see the Mandalorian warrior crumple to the ground. Talus, you guys are up. So probably won't actually go into the chase rules now, with unless you guys are just dip setting on poor Vars. But you guys do see Vars down on the ground.
So, I mean, I'm not even going to be able to make it there because he's 30 feet away from me, which would have put him at 160 feet away from me. I'm still going to be 100 feet away if I action dash there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go towards the big ugly beetle. I'm gonna try to go towards the left side of the screen, I guess, kind of maybe diagonal-ish or whatever in the direction that they were running, so I can get as close as I can. But I'm not going to be in range to be able to do anything, unfortunately. So I'll get as close as I can.
Oh no, that wouldn't work. Never mind.
I mean, even if I could move 90 feet, I still wouldn't be able to do anything. So if I action dash, that should put me at 100 feet away from at least Vars's position.
That's right. Yes, it puts you about 100 feet away from Vars's position there.
That'll be my turn.
All right, Caesar, anything you can do?
From mad dashing, and he's definitely making his way very quickly after seeing Boris go down. But something I did not realize I could have been making use of is formation style.
Oh yeah.
Which has a bonus action. He can be moving. He can be moving the good doctor with him another 30 feet as he's dashing.
Perfect. That puts Talus.
Wait, no, that
he has to end 5 feet from you, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, and Caesar would already be starting 60 feet behind him too. So that's very unfortunate. And I've also unfortunately used all my superiority dice. 1 second. I had an ability where I could have rolled it and increased our speed.
Oof.
Hindsight, baby.
Yeah, so unfortunately, just not a lot that he can do here. Just dashing, trying to get him to him as fast as possible.
All right. Oh, fortunately, I gotta do it to you, Vars. The Thrall Herder is going to take a shot at you. Fortunately, actually, no, you're 30 feet off the screen. Yeah, it can't take a shot at you. That's only got a range of 60. So that's a small blessing there. So it is just going to see it holding its action, kind of tracking the newcomers moving towards the fray. All right, Vars, give me a death saving throw.
That's just a straight D20, right?
Just straight D20.
Hey.
So you guys see Vars on the ground, struggling to breathe. He has his first failed death save. Dash, unfortunately, Dash, Dash went back to help the refugee camp. So unfortunately, he can't sacrifice himself to save the group.
I can't unhear this quote you said at the beginning of this game, or while talking about this game, and that is, you said, "Usually I don't try to hit players while I hold them down, but the Vong are a little bit meaner to that."
Yep.
They are. All right. So the Vogue soldier is up. He's going to make one attack at you. Fortunately, you have 4 of ours. This could be a big one. He's going to just swing down his apple staff. Your AC still applies, so he's got to beat a 17 on the die or on the attack. So let's see Let's see how this goes for him. He misses. You see him try to strike down. He kind of clinks against your Mandalorian armor, but fortunately is not able to break through. And Vars is able to survive the onslaught.
A little longer.
A little longer. As you see him kind of smack your armor and see you bleeding, he is going to take off and head towards Geert. So you see him kind of running towards the direction that Geert went, but still a bit of ways behind the Camino, or not Camino, the Kamasi. All right, Geert, you are up. What can you do?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking now. It all seems horribly impossible. Give me a second just to read. Is that an action? Yeah, that's an action, and I need my action to heal him. How far away am I from Vars?
Because how far did you go last round? Because you were 10 feet off initially, and then you went another 60, so 70 feet. And Vars was 30 feet off the map. So you're just about 40 feet from Vars.
35 feet, if that matters.
Oh, yeah, 35 feet. Yeah.
That might. It might get me in range. Would this line of travel get me? I would just be at the edge. Basically, Vars would be between me and the Chazrax, and the Vong somewhere down south of that position. If I'm visualizing this right.
Yep, so he'd be just a little bit behind you.
Okay. You better be ready to run, motherfucker. I gotta look and see which of these I actually want to do. That one later. Sorry, I had like a million options trying to figure this out, and when he went down, all of them went out the window.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Neither was I. That's not the way I saw this going.
Okay, so speed increases by 5. Your difficulty 10 feet to long jump, up and down. Okay, I am going to cast Instinctive Movement, which should add an extra. I get 2 speed points. I'm going to use one while I cast it, which will give me a move speed of 35. That's bonus action. So I still have my action free. And I'm going to run. And I'll pretty much have Vars on the other side of me. Technical question.
Mm-hmm.
The stamina adrenal. Does that go away if you go down?
Oh, you mentioned the adrenal current maximum hit points. Oh no, yeah, that'd stay up if you went down, but it's not going to bring him back up though.
It doesn't raise your current. Well, because it raises current by 10. Is that not the same? You have to be up for that to
I
actually
guess
take
I would drop in 10. I would drop in a minute.
Yeah, I get actually. Yeah, it does say current. I missed the current piece. Yeah, so it would bring him back up. He'd need to heal it before a minute, but it would bring him back up.
Okay. Oh man, I really was going to use my action for something else. It definitely would get them all off of you and on me. So I'll run up, and I have a med pack. I think that would probably be the better.
Yeah, that way you could run without having to worry about him zonking out eventually. So.
Yeah, so we will do that. I believe that is just a hit die. What's your hit die, Vars? D10?
D10.
I think you
Something, I guess.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So whatever Vars' con is. Perfect. So yes, you jab that in. Vars, you come back. You see the Chazrox standing over you, kind of salivating at the meal. But you're awake and you're not dead. I really thought you were about to be dead there.
Yeah, you and I both. Wait, so I've got durable, so that might when I roll a hit die, I don't know if that's him or me.
Oh yeah, this counts for you. It's yours. Yeah. So
by an amount. Okay, so I can regain equals twice my Constitution modifier. So I get 6.
Sweet.
Yay!
As I run in, I'm jabbing him with it as he's coming up, and I'm trying to get him up. I'm like, either we stand and fight or we fucking run. Pick now. And I'll just hurry.
Man, okay, so we have 2 Chazrox and that.
The herder looks real rough. But guys, we're going to take a quick break here. I got to run to the bathroom. So as we'll be back, we've got a ton to get through today. So 5 minutes, 8:30, we'll come back.
Okay.
I'm going to run to the bathroom. All right, welcome back, everyone. We are still in the midst of this kind of crazy combat scenario. After Geert decided to shot put the explosive device towards the anti-aircraft gun, which successfully destroyed the gun, but put the crew in a little bit of a messy situation with Vars coming very, very close to dying. I thought we were about to lose a PC today, but he luckily, fortunately, the force and luck were with him, and he's still alive. And Geert was able to get him back up and running. And who is up? That was Geert. All right, Chazrax are up. One is going to go and slash at Geert. The other is going to fortunately take some shots at Vars. Geert, what's Geert's AC? Ooh. So the first one will hit, second will miss. All right. This other is going at Vars. You see him just slashing down with his blade at the pro Mandalorian. First will hit. Second will hit you. All right. No chance yet. All right. So both will hit and bring poor Vars down. Vars, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. That's not the right one.
Uh,
That's a dex save.
Oh, worries.
But is
What's your con modifier?
5.
Perfect. Yeah. So you don't get a failed death save. So you were good. Just beating that. Sweet. Talus, you are up. You are currently 100 feet from the fray.
All right. I'm gonna move within. Why isn't it letting me select my token?
It's not letting you select it.
Yeah, it's not letting me. I'm gonna move up to within 60 feet of the 2 chats right there by Vars and Geert. And I'm going to cast Hallucinogenic. Right before I cast it, though, I got a couple things I'm about to link. So it's Smart Dispersal, Explosive, so it covers a 10-foot radius. So it'll hit them both. But right before I fire it out, I go, wait, Vars isn't up, is he?
No, he's down.
Right. Okay. Disregard that. Anyways, I'm firing that hallucinogenics at them. They need to make a DC 16 intelligence save. And I don't know why it's not linking the rest of that, but I will put it in the chat.
Perfect. So that can reach from 70 feet?
That can reach from 60 feet.
Perfect.
So we were at 100,
Mhm.
and I moved. Oh, shoot. I just did really bad math. Okay. I can't do anything. I have to action dash, and I'm going to stop at 60 feet away.
All right.
That sucks. I'm so sorry.
No, next round. No worries.
Caesar, you are up.
Caesar, wait. He's only gonna be, if he's moving then he's 70 feet out.
Yep. You'll be 70 feet out with your regular movement.
He's in within range to start blasting. It isn't much, but it's something. It's going to be at disadvantage here. He's going to start bit of desperation, bit of trying to take the heat off of this whole scenario. Going for this Chazrak soldier over here. Wait, is that thing? That's weird. It's not doing the thing. The one directly next to him.
Okay.
The non-diagonal one. And he's going to be, shooting him.
Nice. That'll hit.
Oh, yeah, 10 whole damage. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that guy is looking, because you're shooting the one directly in front of ours, right?
Yes.
He's bloodied. He's looking pretty rough.
And bonus action. I got nothing left. That's gonna be it for me.
Perfect. The Thrall Herder is going to use its action to dash to try to get a little closer to the fray. Unfortunately or unfortunately, it can only move 30 feet, or 15 feet, but 30 feet with a dash. So it is going to slowly make its way closer and will be in shooting range of the current position of the crew next round. Vars, oh yeah, you are up. Give me a death saving throw.
Yeah.
Oof, that's failure. All right.
So that's just one more needs to.
So far as you see him kind of struggling, bleeding as that comes through, and just really kind of having a tough time of it. The Yuzon Vong warrior is going to try to make his way back towards the crew. He is still 30 feet out, but he is going to throw a razor bug at the Kamasi. So make a dexterity saving throw for Geert.
Okay. Is it an attack that they do, Or is it just a DC?
It's a save, yeah.
Oh, okay. So reflect wouldn't help with any of that.
Unfortunately, not. Nice thing is you beat the save. It's a
Dex save.
yeah, it's dex save, and you succeed. There's no damage because you dodge it. But you didn't succeed there. All right, this is going to be nasty. 4d6 kinetic damage.
If it's more than yeah, I'm down.
All right. You see him reach into his bandolier and throw his last razor bug. You see it cut into the Kamasi's flesh, sending poor Geert to the ground. Make a Constitution saving throw. Be good. So you don't get any automatic death saves on that. And you're up too. Make a death saving throw.
Okay.
Sweet. One success. You guys see Geert struggling, but breathing a little bit better as he's kind of on the ground surrounded by Chazrax. Oof. All right. So one of them is going to make an attack against you, poor Geert. Lashing out with his Kufi blade. That will hit. Geert has 2 failed death saves. The other is going to dash towards the crew. The people that are still living and get up in the mix with Talus and Caesar. Or Caesar, how far did you go last time? Are you still
He
set?
only went 30 feet.
He only went 30. So yeah, he'll get in the mix with those two then. All right. Talus, you are up. Geert and Vars are down and bleeding. What are you going to do?
I think you're muted.
I'm going to move to within 60 feet. I'm going to do all the same stuff. So it's going to be hallucinogenic on the 2 Chazrak there. They need to make DC 16 intelligence save.
But one of the Chazraks right by you now.
Oh, I don't think it's updated on my screen. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's not? That's weird.
I see the 2 over by Vars.
Let me reload.
Yeah.
Refreshing.
Yeah, because it shows on my screen, but it's not showing on my stream screen. That's weird. Oh,
I see it now after refreshing.
That's fine.
Oh.
How far is the Chazrak away from us? Is it like right on top of us?
It is right next to you.
Or like 10 feet away?
It's like it's in range with you. It dashed and used its aggressive.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action Koto pack bars. That can go out to 60 feet. So that is this one.
Perfect.
So he'll get 6 healing, and then is he within melee range of me?
He's within melee range.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna pull out 2 defibrillators and just go charge, and I'm gonna hit the guy right next to me.
All right. That'll hit.
For 3 lightning. That's all I got, guys.
Remember, you see the lightning arcing
I'm
through him?
gonna
That guy looks pretty bloodied, but you get Vars back up. You feel that Kotal raining down on you, which you needed because both you guys actually now are at 2 failed death saves. So you're back up, you're alive, you're awake, and ready to continue the fight.
Oh, I don't. Hold on, I need to refresh. I don't see the. Oh, there's a turn order. Cool.
All right. Caesar. No, Caesar, you're up.
He is still moving and firing. Particularly, he's trying to shimmy around the the assumed area of this big old field. He does not. He's been caught by that thing's beam once before. So he doesn't want to get caught again. Unfortunately, his focus is not on saving the doctor, but rather just taking some heat off of Bars
And Geert, man.
and Gert. Just that whole area, making sure they stay alive. So another blasted pistol. Again, he was at disadvantage. Didn't matter too much. They screwed up.
Both of these guys are looking bloodied now. They got very little left in the tank.
Yep, just moving, pow, 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 and that's yeah, that's he is.
Because you used to be like 40 feet away now, right?
Yep, he is just about 40 feet. No, I think he's 10 feet now.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right. So Thrall Herder is up. It is going to take a shot at you, Caesar.
Oh.
With its cannabin.
Yes!
It'll miss. DC 15 strength saving throw for me.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. You don't have disadvantage.
Nat 20.
Yeah, there you go.
From Nat 1 to Nat 20. This is basically what happened in the VODs with Caesar walking through the artillery line, walking up to that Republic soldiers. Kind of, I imagine, is a similar thing here, but it's just constantly missing him. Somehow he's not.
That's stupid Gungan luck, baby.
Despite the chaos of it and the severity of everything, he still has his goofy smile. His slightly unnerving goofy smile.
Perfect. Caesar makes it through unscathed. At Vars, you are up. You come back to consciousness. That Kolto raining around you with the Chazrak standing above you and Geert laying next to you.
Well, Vars is going to realize he should stick to what he knows and pull out his heavy blaster, and from the ground take a shot without his proficiency bonus at the Chazrak.
Perfect. Close quarters coming in handy.
Very. So first action.
Oh.
I'm counting. That's 4. Thankfully, he makes the second attack.
You know, it could
That'll
be today
hit.
we get the thing.
7 or better, and you kill him.
Does that count as a 1? Because
why do you have to call it?
I thought he had a really good chance. All right. So you blast him. You see his scales are ruffling. He's bleeding out. He is clearly on his last leg. As much as you are.
Wait.
Oh yeah, your thing. Finish him. Yeah, I forgot about your signature attack. There we go.
Thank God for remembering my character sheet, right? Jeez. I was getting ready to ball this one up and throw it away. So from the ground, he just lines him up and without barely moving, just puts him right in his sights and pulls the trigger. Great. Now where's the other one?
Smell of burnt scales and flesh. Feel your nostrils. But the Chazrak is down. And you're able to stand up. Are you staying put or are you moving at all?
Damn. How far? He's gonna stand up, use up his movement, and take 1, 2, 3. Get right over here.
Perfect. right. The Vong is up. Ah, shit. He is out of thud bugs. Can he make it to? He can make it to Caesar. He is running up.
We can try.
I'm gonna.
Oh yeah,
stick to what I know.
that'll hit.
That'll hit. And wait, that's a 1. I think I get to reroll those. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think Snapshot lets you do that, doesn't it?
Snapshot, no longer have. When you roll a 1, yes, I do. I can reroll it. So I'll take it.
Much better.
Much better. And on top of that, thank you, new rules in PHB. So
sick.
that'll stop him in his tracks. At the
30
expense
feet
of-
out, yeah.
Yep.
Sweet, yeah.
Hey, look at that. Var's still in this.
How does that look as he runs up?
Oh. So Vars is doing his best to stand on his feet. He's not having the best day. And he sees the Yuzhang Vong warrior rushing, ready to make contact, eyes dead set on Caesar. And Vars just says, nope. And just pop. Lets a bolt fly loose, and that strikes him right in the, let's say, the ankle. Kind of stops him dead in his tracks and slows him down.
You see that bolt burn into his ankle. He limps and kind of like falls to his knees, but he kind of gets back up slowly, but he's wasted his momentum. All right, now this is a big roll. Geert, death saving throw. You are at 2 fails.
It gets really interesting if I die. I just realized that.
Oh, yeah, that
So
gets
here's
interesting.
the
We've got no inspiration. We've got no.
Wait, did we burn them all?
Oh my God, yes, we did.
Yeah. So this is it's in the hand of the dice.
Don't that one.
Oh no,
Don't say that.
Shit. Ooh.
I'm sorry. I should have kept my mouth shut.
All right. This is so you guys.
I should have kept my mouth shut. I'm sorry.
You see,
Oh, man.
struggling to breathe. Kind of the wound in his side from the razor bug that cut him open, just pouring out blood, staining the concrete of the ruins of Saijo. And you see his chest rise up and then just collapse. And you see that breath extinguished, and you see the feature, kind of the life draining out of poor Geert. And as you see the life draining from him, you see his features begin to shift. You see the Kamasi fur begin to melt away, and kind of like not melt, but kind of shift away. And you see gray, kind of sullen skin replace it. The same clothing throughout, but you see just kind of a shrunken, shriveled face of a Claudite. Left behind from what was once Geert Akto. And unfortunately, Geert Akto has breathed his last. All right.
The first to go on to the many death spells, like would be on some compilation.
The trillions, I think the end head count was of the Vong War.
Yeah, it was like a trillion.
I do actually apologize for saying don't that one.
Oh, I'm just giving you shit. Don't worry. I was upset, and then I realized, I'm like, this is actually going to be really funny if I die. I forgot about this. It reverts only on death or by action.
Well, damn.
That was rough. Yeah, so Geert.
Maybe they got a med bay on that big old ship the Republic's got. Just maybe.
Medbay ain't gonna save you.
Yeah.
Within an hour, right? In the or whatever it is.
We're hours away from the ship.
Details.
All right. Talus, the last of the grunts, is going to slash at you with his blade. You'll miss both. Yeah. So luckily you're able to juke and dodge them. Talus, you are up.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a tactical barrier on me. That's gonna give me a +2 to my AC. And then I'm gonna go ahead and hit him again with defibrillator. Actually, nah, I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna make him do a save, and I'm gonna hit him up with some acid.
All right.
Did that go through? Yeah. So dex save, 9 acid damage, or no acid damage.
Yeah, you see him just nimbly dodge aside as the torrent of acid flies to him.
Yeah, as I go to attack him, I kind of like look behind, and as I see Vars kind of get up and then take out the one guy and stop the other. I go, "You're so screwed." And then as I go to make the attack with the acid, and then I see Geert go down and transform into something. He's too far away. I'm just like kind of filled with rage and sadness, and then the acid attack just goes wild.
Oh man.
You see it fly by, especially as the distress comes from seeing your comrade fall. It's Caesar. You are up. You are kind of in the mix. You see the Yuzon Vong warrior ahead of you, bleeding from the ankle, just ahead of Geert's new Claudite body on the ground. You see behind you the Chazrak assaulting poor Talus. What's the Gungan going to do?
Caesar knows war. He's been through war a lot. He knows casualties happen. It's never been easy, especially when it's his own boys. And he'll give him stuff for like dying out there in battle. But it's never easy for them, never easy for him. And this definitely hurts him. This definitely hits hard for him. Seeing, yeah, just that right there. This roller coaster of Vars getting knocked down, getting back up, Gert getting knocked down, getting back up, and then just losing a soldier. Someone he's actually becoming friends with. So it matters to him, but his morale, though, is still unshaken. And as terrible as it sounds, he still has that smile on his face, and he'll just swivel around and start blasting at the Charles Rock near the good doctor.
Finish him.
Just straight through the head. If we need a camera angle, like facing forward on the Chazrak's face, hole comes through, you see Caesar smiling through the hole as the body falls.
Perfect.
And that.
Chazrak. Oh, go ahead.
He'll get closer to the beetle to kind of keep its attention on him so it doesn't go after someone like Vars or a good doctor.
Perfect. And the beetle will continue its onslaught against you. You see its cannon fire up and shoot a blast at you. Not with disadvantage, so unfortunately that will hit.
That will. Oh,
that crits.
Boy,
No, that's not a crit. That's a 19. I don't know why they did a crit.
Does it crit on 19?
No, it does not crit on 19.
Thank God, because that would have took me out. So just 10.
Just 10, and make a dexterity saving throw.
I have 6 temporary HP. What was that from?
I don't know.
Was that? I think that was like a.
Alice sent something out at one point. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I don't have that. So, and a dexterity save. That's a 8 right there.
So you see the blast envelop you, and Caesar is on fire. All right. Oh, one more piece too, unfortunately. That strength saving throw for Caesar.
Yeah, the first time around, everything was missing him. This is not the first time around. He is caught by that.
You feel the thing dragging you in. Vars, you are up. You see the body of Kirt before you. You see the Chazraks are down. The Yuzon Vong warrior is bloodied. The Thrall herder looks near death, and Caesar is being hurled towards it into its just kind of gravitational field. What's the Mandalorian doing?
Mandalorian is firing a volley at trying to clear this battlefield as quickly as possible. Because, I mean, he looks down, but hey, medical science is a marvel, right? Let's see what happens. First shot. Off it goes. He's going to forego his proficiency in the hopes of getting a chance to shoot twice.
Okay. That'll hit. Nice.
Does that do it, or?
Oh, he's still up, yeah.
Okay, well, then in that case, I'm going to try. So, DC, yep, 13. Strength saving throw. More than succeeds. All right. One more.
That'll hit too?
That'll hit.
Perfect. And you've got your signature still, don't you?
I do.
Finish him.
So enraged because he liked the Kamasi, or what he thought was a Kamasi. He's going to rain down a bunch of shots, just yelling, and at the same time getting a little bit closer. Just a bit, getting right up to here. And which, each successive shot and brings him just one more step. And he will stop where this guy is. Yeah, right there.
Talus, you are up.
Oh boy. I'm gonna use one that I haven't used before. So I'm gonna send a cultal dispenser towards Vars. Actually, I'm gonna send it towards Caesar. I can make it to them. Yeah. Okay. So it can go up to 60 feet. And as soon as it enters his space, it's gonna heal him for 5 as well.
Perfect. Caesar, you feel
I
that
don't know why it
cultural
doesn't
raining
have the
down on you.
entire description, but
It's something to feel good about in this situation.
For sure.
And then I am still unable to move my token, but I'm going to move. Let's see. Oh, I can move it now. I guess my computer is just trying to catch up. I'm just going to move a little bit over to the left to kind of center up between the two of them.
All right. Caesar, you are
And that'll
up.
be my turn.
You were restrained in the Thrall's Dovin Basal gravitational field, and you're getting closer to its kill zone. What are you doing?
What's the Yuzong Vong seem immune to fear, right?
The Vong, most of the Vong and the creatures usually seem to be a little bit immune or unpersuaded by fear.
So in full honesty, Caesar has a strength modifier of 1. I don't think he's getting out of this restraint easily. So much so that is there a check that he could do to attempt to get this thing to back down? Be it intimidation or animal handling, something around those lines.
Unfortunately, it would be near impossible. To just get
Near
it back
impossible,
down.
but
It could be a 30 if you want to go for it.
a 30. if I use my bonus action to give myself my critical analysis, then rolling that 20, then that could work.
You can still attack from restrained, or if you've got other options, you can still take an action from restrained.
Restrained, though, that makes a disadvantage, though.
That's right.
And on top of it, that it has that black hole ability with range. So he doesn't have a lot of options. There's a lot of things he can do, but it's very unlikely. Now I could go the safe option and try and I can use my action to try and get out of this.
You can.
And what's the DC to that?
15.
I honestly don't. I feel more confident about making the 30 than the 15. It feels like such a disparity. So I can play it safe and try and get out of the restraint and move out from there with the Thrall Herder's turn right after. Or I could do the Caesar thing and try and get something to back down.
All right.
I think I'm going to go with the animal handling, though it's the wrong decision here. It's something Caesar would do. He sees himself a bit bigger than what he may be in this situation.
Make the roll.
Not even close.
You see the Thrall Herder remains unfazed. Just the big beetle-like creature just continues upon its task and just unflinching, unfeeling. Candor.
Could I roll the strength just to see if I would have made it?
Yeah, let's see what could have been in an alternate reality. Oh, that is. So alternate reality Caesar broke through the hold. Unfortunately, this is the darkest timeline today, and you are still within its grasp. And this is
real fast, we forgot about the fire damage.
Oh yeah, it's already 6. Forgot about that.
So long as it's not 5 or 6, we're all good.
All right.
So you call it a kill box, right? Why is it called the kill box?
You're probably gonna find out.
I mean, how much of a kill is it? Is it a
How
metaphorical?
many people are we losing this session?
I don't know. I didn't expect to lose anybody today, but you
real
guys
fast,
had a
is this
A1
beetle
plan.
hurt?
This beetle is near death.
Okay.
But
Maybe I should have shot it.
It is going to take a plasma attack at you with its cannon. Will that hit? That'll miss.
Yep.
All right.
Wait, having a shield. If I'm restrained, does that get rid of the shield's AC?
No, your shield still works for that.
Okay.
All right. Oh no, this doesn't even have to use a save. Okay. Unfortunately, this is going to reel you into the kill zone. So you get pushed closer into the beast, and as you get closer, you start to see distortions in the air. Distortions in the air. You start to see kind of space, kind of warp. You see things kind of moving towards it and getting kind of smashed up. Give me a dexterity saving throw as you're thrown into the gravitational wind.
I had the feeling when you said roll a dex save, like, oh no, I know exactly what this is going to be. Oh no, okay, so is that a 2-hit or just a save?
Well, that's the save. That's nope, that's not the damage yet. This is the damage. There we go.
That's gonna take me down. And we can't save for the wound.
Yeah. Oof. All right. 1 wound. Vars, you are up. You see Caesar being brought closer to this Thrall Herder, and you see his body just being twisted and contorted by the gravitational fields. What do you do?
Not much Vars can do. He's not going to run.
All right.
Again, going to forego that bonus to proficiency. Not get anywhere near it. He's going to try it again.
All right. Before you roll damage, I got to roll a d10. On a 10. Good. Sweet. Your hit will hit. Roll some damage. Finish it.
So Vars is gonna. He's still shaky on his feet and trying not to hit Caesar, as Caesar kind of sorts of maneuvering. It's almost in and out of reality. So he's trying to pick his shot, and then he finally does, and it goes off with a resounding thump, and the creature lies still. And Vars himself doesn't believe he hit that because he remembers the last time he fought these, and it was, well, you know what it was. Vars is crap. Okay. Is there anything that can be done for Geert now?
Unfortunately, you would need to find a back to tank within an hour, and that's pretty much impossible.
Take his body back with you.
Yeah, no, we weren't going to leave yet.
Well, for Caesar, the mobile aid station that was at his feet before he got pulled into the giant beetle is going to move over near him, and you get 15 HP. I'm just going to use the rest of the.
I recommend saving a little bit for Vars because in a minute.
No, I'm about to boost him up. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh no, because they used the med pack for him. They didn't use the stamina thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought they used the stamina thing.
Check Geert's body. There might be a couple med packs and a stamina adrenal on it. My Force Ghost just yelling at them like, you stupid assholes. God damn it, it's right there.
I'm just going to say, if we had Dash here, this would have went very differently.
Also, I'll give Vars one med pack.
That's a hit die, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Minimum 6. I'll take it.
And I will also use a back-to-pack on him as well.
All right.
Perfect. So
15.
As you guys patch up and see the body of your fallen comrade, Geert, you kind of feel the force in a way you've never really felt before. You do feel kind of as your body dies and you pass into kind of the great beyond, you do feel a small connection back to the material plane, and you do feel yourself kind of come through, and you can't visualize it, but you can just give some parting words to those who you spent your last days with. And you guys around, none of the rest of you are sensitive to the force, but you do kind of feel that familiar presence of Geert as he fades into the realm beyond, and hear some last words or words of wisdom from the Kamasi, or from the Claudite, I should say, as he fades into whatever is beyond life.
Before Geert says goodbye, can Vars try a Hail Mary?
What are you trying?
Well, Dash. Vars is gonna admit it. This group he's been fighting with. They're not his usual crew, but they've been through a good amount of scrapes, and he's surprised that this little Claudite Kamasi thing had his back. The hell? He didn't expect that. Not from Kamasi, not even much less a Claudite, but here it is. He's gonna remember that Dash is back at the ship, the big ship, the ship with all those resources, and radio back Dash and say, hey, Geert's down. Do they have a back to tank over there?
They do have a back to tank. Actually,
that would bring the ship out in the middle of. But we did just cover those towers.
We did.
It would also put the entire colony at risk.
I will remind you out of character, though. I believe that there were 3 in the line of travel, not 3 total. We are just clearing them in airspace. That's it.
Also, this guy's full of air traffic right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Damn. All right.
Well,
Dash will respond. They do have a back to tank, but it will risk the colony and risk the ship to bring it over.
would I be able to, like, I think you would have known from Gear, like, as selfish as he is, he's not that selfish. There's, like he said, there's a line, and he knows where it is. I mean, he wasn't raised very well, but he understands some things, and he wouldn't want you to don't risk the entire reason we came here to save him. If he's gone, he's gone. He knows that. It was just a wild ride for him.
Oh yeah, you're a Force Ghost, so you could.
Oh, and now the Force Ghost stuff. Yeah, I was just saying that. Just in general, I think he would have gotten that sense to them
So
at one point.
imagine
so for this.
I guess
sorry.
imagine Var's like getting ready to make that call, and maybe you see what's coming, and you just say, "Don't."
And that's what he'll say. He'll kind of say to them, "Don't. You know what you have to do. Stick them with the pointy end, and do it where the sun don't shine. Stick these guys for Geert.
Oh man.
By the way, click, click," and then he'll just kind of fade. Your reminder to detonate the other one.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was doing it. I was.
No, he doesn't. No, he's a ghost. He doesn't. Just kind of says into the ether, like, "Yeah, don't forget the other one."
Yeah.
And then, hey, what is this? It's like a weird haze or something that he's going into. Like he's going into the. Is it like dissipating into the ocean?
Yeah, you kind of feel yourself fading into the ocean, and as you go, as you go and become one with the Force. Forget I imagine, and feel free to correct me. I feel like it feels like a good buzz coming on. Like you've got that perfect amount of drink where you're having fun, but you're not sick and you're not too drunk, and you're kind of that perfected drunk level. And that's gear kind of
You have the moment of clarity combined with just being solid wasted, but knowing, or what's the Jim Leahy? He's like, "I'm drunk enough to not know what I'm doing, and sober enough to enjoy doing it." He's good.
And the best part, no hangover.
No hangover as you become one with the Force, joining that universal current, just feeling energized. And you see kind of ahead of you a bit of a vision of the future. You see dark times, the galaxy, but you do see some of your comrades who you fought alongside, who you've bled alongside, who you've drank alongside, kind of struggling against this. And I wouldn't see darkness. Almost as like a void. It's not like the dark side of the Force. It's just an absence within the Force. And you see your comrades struggling against that absence. And sometimes you see them winning, and sometimes you see them losing. But as you kind of fade and become one with the Force, your last vision is of your comrades triumphantly defeating that void in the Force and bringing peace and stability back to the galaxy.
So knowing that, he'll kind of just and walk acceptingly into his fate. Question: Does he see the real Geert?
He does. He does.
The moment I see him, we just walk up to each other and just fist bump.
He fist bumps you, and you see him reach into his cloak, his Kamasi fur around him, and he pulls out a little flask and just pops it to you.
I knew it. Yeah. You promised.
He's gonna give you a good pat in the back and says, I owed you one.
You owe me far more than that, buddy. I got a lot of stories to tell you. Believe me.
That where we're going, they don't charge credits, and nobody has pictures, and nobody puts anything up on the wall saying you can't drink here.
Oh, now you're talking. Let's go get one. Actually, we got 2 hands. Let's get a couple.
Let's get 3. Get crazy.
Yeah. I learned some new tricks. We can balance one on the head or something. Yeah, screw it.
We'll figure it out.
Some sort of like weird pressure thing where we hold up another one with the 2. Drink the middle one first. I think we found a new game.
The best of games.
All right. It's been too long, man. Good to see you.
I'm happy to see you, but it is good to see you. And you guys kind of proceed in. You feel the force enveloping you, and you just feel yourself just kind of becoming one. Just feeling kind of your not tranquil, but just feeling kind of geared at its finest. And you feel that it's kind of just that feeling envelop you until you can't really feel or really kind of discern yourself from the flow of the force. All right. That's actually we're going to wrap up today. Yeah, so we'll wrap up today there. Unfortunately, we've had the first loss of the campaign with Geert, and I apologize. I was trying to look it up, but I'm blanking on his real name. What is Geert's real name?
I got to remember that because he was under assumed name the whole time.
I don't feel as bad.
Denon Novus. Denon
Thank
Novus.
you.
That was his real name. Yeah.
Yeah, Novus is our first death, unfortunately. So yeah, we will pick up next session there. Unfortunately, we still do have quite a little bit, not quite a bit, but a little bit left of this this session of it, or this adventure for Invasion. What I'll probably do, because we do get the
TPK'd.
you all almost, yeah. Whoa, let's talk about that. We're gonna do a short, little precap there. Yeah, you guys almost TVK'd there.
Oh.
Yep.
So it started with Vars, then with Gert, and then with Vars, then back to Gert, then Gert died, then Caesar got blasted, and Vars was on low the entire time that since he last got up.
Yeah.
All I do want to say is this wouldn't have been that challenging of an encounter, either by like just straight sneaking in or straight fighting through. But the shot put the grenade through.
Well, what I had envisioned was he would be up there and just like waiting to snipe, and when they get in range, and I would go down, throw it, and just haul ass. Because I had a way to, I think when it increases your movement speed by 30 and then you dash, that would be 120 for me, right?
That'd be right.
Because that's what I was thinking, is haul ass over there one turn, and then the next turn wall run up that 15 feet like it's nothing, and then keep running, and then we get the hell out of there. So, and then
that's exactly what I thought you were gonna do.
Well, that's what I was trying to do, but then he jumped down, and then they swarmed him, and that's what changed. When I had to okay, well, I thought I was just getting the hell out of here. Now I have to go. I can't let him die for.
I didn't know you could do that.
Well, he didn't really. Yeah, part of it, I was a little devoted to the RP a little. I didn't want him to. He doesn't just advertise his skills like that, but at the same time, it's yeah, things kind of just went haywire, and I was more concerned. I'm like, I don't care if I die for this stupid plan, but I'm not gonna let him die for this stupid plan. I knew full well going in, like I thought it was just gonna be me risking everything, or I never would have done this. This was, yeah. And then when I thought they were going behind him. Otherwise, I would have ran probably a different way to them, because I didn't realize they were on the floor, and that we were coming from different directions, because that kind of divided us unintentionally, whether we meant to or not, and then they just picked us off group by group.
Damn.
Oh, sorry, but yeah, I don't mind. I kind of knew. I've been reading Vector Prime too, so, and I just got to the part where the dozen and two Avengers go to Helska, and it kind of goes this way.
Yeah, that's similar. Yeah.
I mean, it is a 99% fatality.
Yeah, just Kip, and then the other guy, Miko. Yeah,
he gets captured.
Yeah.
The more I play this, the more I want to learn about the Vong, but at the same time, I don't want to know because I want to be surprised.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're.
Damn.
I knew going in, I was just kind of. I thought I'd just chuck it and then that would be that, but. Oh well. Yeah, don't beat yourself up for the Nat 1 thing either. I was just like, no, don't jinx it.
I wanted to do the funny, but I also was like, if I say it, it won't happen.
That's
Geert saw
Yeah,
all the futures.
you nat 1 died on me before it was my turn again. So
Yeah, well,
would've
I
had
saw
to-
that too. I saw all of that, and I'm like, oh, okay, great. Yep. And then when it gets to my roll, it's not an attack roll; it's my own roll that's going to kill me. And
Yeah, with tack shield on and then having energy shield for a reaction, I can get up to 24 AC. I'd be fine.
oh, wow.
So we never divert from tactical initiative ever again.
Yeah, no. From now on, always
forgot
the
about
same
that.
turn.
I feel like the thing is, I feel like for every combat encounter we've had up until now, we've done tactical initiative.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
no,
sure you
that's
have.
all of them.
We have, and
Except
then
for
now
the
we
first
did-
one you didn't.
the first.
The
And
first.
we all almost died too.
Yeah, and that was like
I read
really,
almost
really
because you guys didn't know each other then, but outside of the first one,
yeah.
you guys did use tactical initiative and the other one.
And like everything after that, I don't want to do it ever again. It's like my new safety blanket, man. Like, no.
Well, this was just dice rolls too.
Yeah.
Not very.
Gosh.
Didn't you get critted like twice?
Yeah, that was
And it was luckily just a crappy roll, and
Yeah.
not like full blown.
yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't like a big slam down. All right, good night, crit. It was like, yeah, that really sucked.
Yeah.
But
No.
Thankfully, no dismemberments too.
yeah, thankfully,
But
Hey,
I would blame all of this on Geert, so it's fine.
hey, Vars is gonna carry.
He's dead. I don't care. He'll take the blame all.
Vars is
on.
gonna carry a flame for Geert, man. He's gonna bring the hurt to the Vong. He's gonna think of that weird little Kamasi faces. He doesn't want to remember the Claudite one. That was weird, man.
Yeah, I suppose I should share his backstory now, just so you're not like, what the hell was this?
God.
I planned on unveiling that a little bit cooler way. Like when they were all swarming you, my plan was to get up to them and use an action and change my form into one of them. That would have gotten their attention. Oh yeah, they would have all been like, "What the fuck? What?" And then you would have been able to get out. That was my plan to save you, but oh well. I medpacked you.
I think that would have garnered a what
Oh yeah.
from Vars. Like, why is this one helping me? Jeez.
But yeah.
Oh man, you know what I just thought? You could have shape changed into one of them, and we could have just cosmetically like put some of the stuff that sticks out of them on you. Infiltration, so easy with that.
I was thinking, but this would have been metagamey, and I didn't know how far it would have gone because Geert wouldn't have known. I don't think he would have known the significance of like the tattoos or anything like that, right? The disfigurements and stuff. Probably
You
not.
guys probably have a little bit of an idea because you guys did discern that the troops they were sending.
With all the video footage that we have.
Yeah, and you guys saw the troops they were sending towards the camp had less scars and tattoos and seemed less proficient than Carvas did.
And so I would have just shifted into probably one, but I could have run the risk of not having enough tattoos and scars and things like that. Because I think you can, when you shift, you can do that kind of stuff, right? The cosmetic
tattoos and scars, yeah.
Yeah, I mean you can't like add a limb or anything, but you could pull the head back like they've got and scars here and there. It's all fake, but they won't know, at least on until they get up close and cut you open, find out.
Man.
But I figured that might have worked, but oh well. I was really hoping to change into something that wasn't Kamasi. Although I got to be a Zeltron.
Zeltron. So like I thought that was a force power.
That's how I wanted it played out.
Yeah, no, you sold it. I bought it. I was on board.
Because that's what he would have been trying to do, is just like, fake it. And then people be like, oh, it must be the force. Yeah. Right.
Because what would Vars know? It's just like, oh look. The force. All right, I believe you. You have a lightsaber? Why wouldn't I? Lightsaber. Like, all right, I'm sure, man.
Space magic. I don't know. Yeah, but well.
I feel a little bad, but I had to. I wasn't expecting to kill. I literally wasn't expecting to kill a character today, but
Would this have been as bad if Dash had been here, or would this been a different
No, if
encounter?
Dash had been here, I can guarantee this would have went so much smoother because the
Don't
bird.
make him feel bad.
No, no, I
Make him feel
didn't think
bad.
about that. Yo, dude, don't feel bad.
The combat, well, I don't know about the plan. The combat would have been harder. I did switch some things out without Dash being
Oh, okay.
here. There were originally no thralls; they were all Chazraks. So a little bit harder. But you'd have a whole extra set of hands and plans. Who knows?
Who knows? Well, I hope you've got something else fun lined up.
You did talk about a.
I was thinking about. I've just only mulled the ideas over, and now I'm like, oh, now I probably have to do that, don't I?
And I'll touch base the after too. So there will be a little bit left of this adventure. So you could either have your player PCB on planet. If not, we can introduce them to the session after, and you can kind of like a temporary PC for next session. Your choice. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Also, I'll probably, I gotta figure that out too. So I'll probably post some ideas for if you guys do make it out of this planet for what you want to do next. In between now and this week, I'll probably post it tomorrow. And if you guys could let me know before the weekend which one you guys will want to do, and you can discuss it amongst yourselves in the RP chat. We'll figure out what that next adventure will be for the crew. And we'll get to meet a new cast member too, or new PC, I should say. See either next section or the session after, kind of who's gonna be joining the crew and helping out as they guys push back against the invasion.
Can it be Geert 2.0? I guess brother or something.
Cyborg Geert.
Well, it was that Beer Fest where it's his like twin brother. It's the same actor. Yeah.
She's like, just call me Geert. I prefer that.
I'm a clone.
There's a clone back.
Geert with 3 E's.
Geert,
technically 3.0, yes.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you all for joining us. Definitely a bit of a more sad session than I expected, but tune in 2 weeks for Invasion Session 9 as we pick up and wrap up the last bit of Saijo and figure out what the crew is going next. Tune in next week, though. We've got our game of the month, Coyote and Crow, using their RPG system. So it should be a fun one. And we're also giving away a copy of the PDF of their game to one of the lucky kind of viewers on that side too. So come join the raffle. Maybe the force will be with you. A little bit better rolls than our crew had today. You'll be able to bring home your own copy of the Coyote and Crow. But thank you all for joining us, and may the force be with everybody.